What is going on, guys? You're back with another video, and we are in our Austin Desperados Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. We're 15-1. We just came off of a pretty nice win over the Chargers. The score was high, but until maybe, the third or the fourth quarter, it was a really close game. And, this game we're playing against the Steelers, who, once again, made a very good comeback. I'd actually like to see how many games they won in a row. I think it's actually a huge streak. 10 straight wins. They started the season, I believe, at 2-4, and they just went on a tangent. They've got a great quarterback. They've got some playmakers. They're not an easy team to beat. Of course, we do have a couple of upgrades here. So DJ Chark, I'm going to go with a slot because his route running is a little rough, and slot usually gives you good upgrades. Not the case here. He does have a little bit more short route running, which is not bad, I suppose. He's been running a little bit more short routes lately as well, so that should actually make the offense a little bit better. Here we go. An acceleration. I can't be mad with that. So Brandon Cooks, 96 speed, 93 acceleration. Definitely developing as that proper super speed player. If we can get a couple more speed or excel upgrades. And look at Burgess, who gets a lot of upgrades here, but nothing really insanely good. I'll take the deep route. I'll take the medium jumping. I'll take the actual medium route. I will take the jumping as well. Spec catch and release is nice, but honestly, with the way his, his elusiveness stats are, I don't expect him to ever be that guy, so I really don't care too much about that stuff. He goes up 2 overalls here. Will Hernandez, per se, I suppose. Confidence is +4, which is interesting. Confidence is boosting high as hell. Of course, we took another injury. We have McCaffrey out for at least one more game. And then, of course, Bo is done for the year. So we ended up signing Brian Hill. Pumphrey had a nice couple of runs. Ross had 2 fumbles, so he starts over Ross. We have a 13 overall upgrade on them, which, of course, we've mentioned there's a good chance we do end up upgrading some of the teams around the league just to make it a little bit more, and a little more competition. Todd Gurley with an absolutely insane season. Probably one of the only players with better yards per carry than McCaffrey. What is it, 17, 18 total touchdowns as well? Josh Allen, however, not a very easy guy to replicate. Don't expect much there. Hankins really didn't evolve too much. He did get hurt, I believe, midway through the season. But he's back now, and that's the main thing. Getting some pressure on, I believe Carson Wentz is their quarterback. Early is going to be a big key to this one. Marcus Davenport, a little quiet last week. Got, I believe, a coverage sack, but didn't really do his normal Davenport things. So I'm hoping that changes here. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of weather here, actually, rain, but we're not going to see any snow, which is kind of unfortunate. But rain. Didn't really think that was going to be a case today, but here it is. How is that going to change the game? Rain games, you kind of want to throw the ball. I guess it depends how much wind there is, but you kind of want to run the ball anyways. Running situation not super great here, so this could easily go in their favor with Todd Gurley, basically the best running back in the league. So here we are. Who is their players? So Juju Smith-Schuster, Paul Richardson, Greg Olsen, Todd Gurley, and Russell Wilson. Carson Wentz is not their quarterback. It is Rustler. The Wilson will be a false start here. Another big thing to note is the Super Bowl will be represented in the NFC by a 9-7 possible wild card team. But here we go with a rain game. It's going to be an interesting one. And, oh, that's a great start for Todd Gurley, who is going to get a tackle break and gains about 25 yards on the play. Oh, here comes Todd Gurley again. They get hammered, and the only guy to bring him down is Davenport. Second A, it's going to be another run. This time we come up with the safety a little bit. They're going to gain 3, but they will be 4 yards short. Just talking you up a little bit, Davenport. This is the time to really show your presence. Inside, Obi Melifonwu with a pick. Gets turned around, but will be taken down around the 40-yard line. That's a good start for the defense. Obviously, we already mentioned the great season Josh Allen's had. Mentioned the running back situation we have. Going to give a little bit of confidence to Pumphrey. First carry, he's going to take it. There will be a hold. Pumphrey continuing the success of last week, but this will be coming back. Tight end got a little wild on that first play. I'm actually come with a slant now, especially with them coming up. Quick throw inside. Cooks really not open, but it's a great throw. We get an extra yard basically, so early on. And look at the blocks again. Pumphrey, I actually just tried to outrun him. It kind of sucks. Thinking if that was John Ross, that might have been a score. And we got bad weather. We got a great quarterback, but we have bad weather, so I will be looking short most of this game as long as they allow it. I want to talk about confidence in these running backs. John Ross on 3rd and inches in a heavy formation. He's going to get easily enough, and I'm holding on to the ball as hard as I can. I mean, it's not to say Pumphrey's going to just automatically start, but he probably will get the majority of the carries. Chark, once again, that short route increase. Looking at him a little bit shorter these days. Pumphrey up the middle, great blocks. Pumphrey's going to easily get it. When you get a touchdown, this would be clutch. And Josh Allen's going to run. Josh Allen takes a hit and he scores. The clutch MVP coming up with a score early on. They lost two runs in a row. They lost yardage. So a 3rd and 13 in the weather. Gotta kind of leave Todd open. Shazier, clutch as they come. Two really top of their position players. Oh, wide open. It's gonna be a rough one though. Chark does drop it. John Ross inside. Another drop, almost picked. Yeah, those are very hard catches for both of the receivers. Can we get somebody here, please? Inside, it's risky. That's going to be picked. And John Ross has got to let that thing go, man. That was so risky. The ball went so high and far and almost actually went right back to Josh Allen. So we had a great first drive, disappointing second drive. Let's see what they can do on their 3rd, I believe. And Todd Gurley gets some really good blocks. Easily gets the first. I mean, he should have easily got the first down, but we kind of push him forward there. It was a weird one. And what the... Todd? What the hell are you looking for up there, dude? That was quite the interesting occurrence after that play. There we go, big boys getting inside there. We have a really good front for stopping the run, but Todd Gurley is not the average runner. And there goes Russell looking for Todd. Edmonds kind of just doesn't see it, but not really a whole lot of room to work with anyways. Obi Melifonwu. Inside, he slips. Good slips. I think Olsen has his beat there for a first. The weather coming into play a little bit there. That's going to be a punt. Throwing it down the field. Chark gets the catch. What a dime. I'm actually going to hurry up to the line here. If it's there, maybe just give a shot with that throw power. Ross gets taken down by 2 players. Like I said, no one's really getting crazy priority. Inside, and great jump by, I would assume, Devondre Campbell. And he is, but Chark is the safer bet. He gets a block from Cooks, though. To the 11, it should have probably went down a yard sooner, but we still have that first down option. Chark on the slant. Depends if the linebackers drop. We do. I don't like what I see. Just a little dump off. What is he doing? Evan Ingram has made a terrible play. This is setting up to be a really long drive, which is really not what we need here. We need to get them off the field quickly, get a score before half. We might still get a score before half, especially with Edmonds, who is going to score right now. The big man gets a touchdown. Celebrating. It's still rather early. I don't think anyone's going to remember the picks if they end up picking up the win. And look at the effort by Todd Gurley. He's trying every move in his arsenal to get that first, and it works. Todd Gurley's really not getting a whole lot. And he started off with a couple of decent runs, but now we're really starting to lock in on it. And there's some pressure. Who is that? Harold Landry working through the double team. I wish every regular season game was the playoffs, because that's when Harold seems to show up. Honestly, the way they're playing on offense, I think the only way they have a chance at winning is if the defense can force a couple of touchdowns. And I mean, he throws it away on 3rd and 16. Doesn't even give him a shot. It isn't. That's a great throw. Chark holds on. They miss the read by Reed, and Chark scores our 3rd touchdown of the game. Reed came up with a pick, in the red zone off the tip, but that was terrible. He should have swatted the ball. He was kind of in position, but he was trailing a little bit, so that was a very bad decision, and it cost him team 7. Oh, they're going to run it again. I didn't expect it, but I got there in time with Edmonds. That's going to be a punt. We are killing them. Inside, Cooks tried to hurdle. I thought he was going low. Probably not a good look. This is really all an Evan Ingram play. Doesn't work, but instead, Evan Ingram draws the linebacker in for Burgess to make a play. Cooks is just, I mean, I'm staring Cooks down because he's kind of giving a wiggle like he's going to burn the corner, and he just never accelerates. He just kept, I don't know, he just kept slowing down. I don't know if he got injured on the play. I don't even see him on this play, so maybe that was the case. Inside, what a throw. Chark holds on, and I will call a timeout. J.J. Nelson, really underutilized free agent for us. Bad timing on the throw there. It's going to be a hard conversion, so maybe catch them off guard with John Ross. Haven't really looked to the running back much, so they might just be completely just counting that position out. They kind of do as well, and John Ross gets taken down really nicely by their DB. I thought I could have easily cut it up inside and scored maybe, but maybe I should have went to the out. Of course, start of the second half, 24-0. A bit of a score here. Teal, the young corner, catches a little bit of the edge and gets almost to the 30. Back to the ground. Tripling their yardage so far, and we just started with the ball here. Pumphrey going to get a look one-on-one. Pumphrey with a spin, not a super elusive back, but he carries through 2 players. The heart of Pumphrey is just what you cannot match. And it was a reasonable worry. We caught some time, and Cooks was the best route there, but I could not get the throw across. John Ross getting close to the first down. Looking at the option play. There goes Josh Allen. He's got some room. Try to make a play. Hold on to that ball. Try to make a man miss, but Reed is not having any of it. Maybe we should have taken him early. Inside, and what a catch. Devondre is just getting beat by inches all game long. Out the backfield, John Ross is. No one on him. Gets kind of hit hard at the 8. It's going to be hard to get in from here, but it's a first down and goal. And it was the right call. He gets the goal, and he puts the game out of reach officially, in my opinion, with a 31-point lead. Looks like a run. What? Oh, it was picked off anyways. I think I accidentally hit a run commit, and they throw a pick regardless. He has the man wide open, and he still throws the interception. Russell Wilson is easily one of the worst quarterbacks when you play against the AI. Just a terrible. I don't understand what it is. He's just so bad. Absolutely the easiest quarterback to ever play against. You'd think a guy like him would actually be very hard to play against because he's very fast as well. But I don't know. Every time I experience him, it's easy, which is weird to say experience him. John Ross gets stuffed. You know, the defense can hold up here. It's not going to change much, but they will not hold up. Chark, one to beat, gets pushed out to the 6. They bring the safety over this time. Back of the end zone, Burgess. Now, if there was any doubt before, that is completely gone, as the Steelers have just, I don't even know, they're just the worst. I mean, we struggled against them earlier in the season, and we had way easier sliders on than we do now. I mean, they've made a drive here, but it's a huge third down conversion, in fairness. But it's obviously way too late. This literally means nothing. It's the 4th quarter, and Russell is still under 100 yards passing. I mean, hell, under 100 total. And that's a terrible, terrible timing throw. But Greg Olson's a great player, holds on. But I would like the confidence going to next week to just shut him down here and just not allow a single point. Into the outside. Juju Smith-Schuster comes up with an amazing catch. They do get up on the board. 3rd and 5. Could be a big stop for them if they can make it. Back up. Burgess barely gets a first, but it is a first. Pumphrey, you know, with this playoff performance, could end up finding himself a roster next season. Not maybe on on our roster, but maybe some team will be interested in him. Underneath, Cooks holds on, slips out of it. If there was any clutch time to come up with a curl route catch, it was there. 3rd and 10. Cooks is the man. John Ross inside. John gets a little bit of room. They're not even going to call timeouts at this point, which is absolutely sad. This is the championship game. I'm going to actually try to get a first down here just to try and completely end this game. If we get the first down, we can just kneel it out. That's the goal. Josh Allen, it's unfortunate. I was looking to run, but then I saw X got wide open. I should have just stopped, delivered the throw, and boom, game over. So they do get an extra touchdown. It was on a fluke, too. It was 3rd and 22, and we got a 5-yard penalty, which gave them an automatic first down, which is super flawed. But it is what it is. I'm not even worried about it because the victory was had, and our Super Bowl ticket has been sealed. Is it against the Giants? Is it against the Buccaneers? We'll see. I mean, this is going to be an interesting one. It was Lions last season, I believe. This year, not those teams. Yardage, I mean, they didn't play well, don't get me wrong. But were they really 150 yards worse, even though they got outscored by 3 to 4 touchdowns? That's interesting, you know. Not getting the opportunities when they need them, throwing too many picks. Not a super great game. Josh Allen basically doubled Russell Wilson's passer rating. Todd Gurley did slightly better than Pumphrey, I suppose, but that's not really a good feat considering Pumphrey was a free agent this whole year. Chark with a couple of really big plays. He had 2 like 50, 60-plus yarders, and obviously those plays were huge in the game. Defensively, Davenport did have a sack, same with Harold Landry. McIntosh had a couple of nice tackles for a loss. Tremaine Edmonds, Lattimore, and Obi all with picks. Justin Reed, a fluke tip pick. Not super mad at Evan, even though he really didn't get involved in the game. I don't even know if he caught a pass. He did not. So that's a little rough. He had 1 chance at a catch, and he tipped it for a pick. So, hey, it is what it is, I suppose. So here is the Pro Bowl. Let's take a look at the Pro Bowl roster. It is against the Giants. Josh Allen is the AFC quarterback. Bortles as the backup, and Wilson as the 3. I don't understand how both backups are like 80 overalls. It's weird. I don't know if McCaffrey didn't make it as a running back because he was injured or if he just didn't play as well as the others, but he did not make it as a running back. Our fullback made it as a fullback, of course. Chark, the best wide receiver in the AFC, it appears did not make it, which is interesting. Tight end Evan Ingram made it as the tight end number 3. Our starting left tackle, starting left guard, is Linder our center? I think he might be actually our center. How many guys actually made it from our team? It seems like quite a bit on the offense. However, you look at the defense here. Shazier is one of them. Davenport is one of them. Lattimore is one of them. Obi and Malik. Our kicker is there. So we had pretty much half the roster, which is pretty impressive stuff. McCaffrey is available to play, which is nice to see. Of course, he will become the starter once again. Josh Allen with an upgrade point. We'll take a look at all that soon enough. Let's move on to the Giants. Obviously, we'll play that next video. What are our gameplay sliders? Didn't I just bump them up super high? I mean, let's bump their blocking a little bit more, I suppose, and drop ours a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Should be an interesting one next week. And yeah, I mean, let's hope for another Super Bowl. This could be a dynasty. It's going to be interesting. We had a great week against the Steelers, but the Super Bowl is a whole nother stage. So hopefully you guys join me for next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But until next video, see ya!